Okay, hello everyone. I did a little experiment. I'm just taking these out of the mold, and what I did was I wanted to know, like with polymer clay, oh, it's breaking. It was really thin, so maybe it's not such a good idea. I don't think the polymer clay is making it break. I think it was just too thin to begin with. This one's a little thicker. Let's see. Oh, it broke too. Oh, so maybe not. I'm going to try a thicker one. This is the first time I'm trying. I wanted to see about putting polymer clay in resin. But mainly here's what I was checking. It broke all over the place. I'm going to have to do it again. I may put this same one back in and just add more resin to it. What I was really trying to check here, let's put a white piece of paper behind it. I was worried about the colors running. You know, because they do, like, especially the reds and the dark blues, they'll run on your hands, you know. And here's the thing, it did not. It did break, but I think it might just be because this is way too thin. But it did not discolor. It did not. This is unbaked polymer clay, by the way. So I did unbaked polymer clay. Because I was thinking, well, why, you know, go through if you're going to put it in resin, why bother baking it? But I wanted to also see if it was going to distort or the colors were going to change. There's no color change. There's no size change. There's no bleeding. Like, even on the red and, like, the dark blue, sometimes you'll get it, it'll be all over your hands, you know. So I thought, well, I wonder if it's going to, like, sort of dissolve or bleed. And it did not. However, it did break, but maybe it broke just because it was so thin, and I also put it in the freezer to hurry along with the thing. So I'm going to do another experiment. I think I'm going to do this one. I did a little tree in there, but it was not baked, so I don't think that that's the issue. I'm going to put it back in the mold and add another layer and see if that was the reason, that it was too thin. But as far as color distortion, bleeding, size change, it did not. Unbaked polymer clay came through perfectly fine. Okay, I'll check back next time when I have added another layer. Okay, hello everyone. I just wanted to show you that I've got these back in the mold, and you can really tell on this one it's all cracked and messed up. So the second part of this experiment is going to see if by adding new resin that if it can repair this cracked stuff, and see how that's going to fare as well. Okay, we'll check back after I've added more resin and it's cured for 24 hours. Okay, hello everyone. So this is an experiment now. There's bubbles, there's air bubbles on here, but it did meld it back together, and it is perfectly, you know, it's perfectly fine on the polymer end of it. That didn't cause the cracking. It must have been that it was too thin, but there's still marks that as far as sealing it, it didn't work so hot. And here, like, you probably can't see, but there's like gouges. So it was like, say it was in the mold like this, you know, laying down. There was stuff on the bottom that didn't. The top is perfectly fine. I just got to trim it now, but I don't even know if I'll bother. But the point is, as far as sealing it back together, there is some visible cracks. I don't know if you can make it out here, but also there's big gouges, like where there was, so maybe, you know, this might have worked in both cases if I would have taken put a thin layer of you know, the stuff on resin on the very bottom, then place the broken pieces in, because in both cases it's on this, there's a chip here, and then this, the whole front of it's just kind of funky, which would have been the bottom in the mold. So probably what you could have done, and I probably could even do it now, but I'm not going to bother. I could probably lay a thin layer of the stuff on the bottom, put this back in, so therefore it's in front, and then it probably would work then. I don't know that I'm going to bother doing that, but it started out to be an experiment about what do you call this? Polymer clay, excuse me. And the polymer clay held up perfectly. There's no discoloration, there's no running, there's no distorting of the shapes. Here's a test of all the colors, and the word, this way, the word test, too, in paper. In like paper, also didn't run. Okay, so, but like the reds that would come off on your hands, the purples and stuff, they seem perfectly fine. They seem to be, nothing happened. They didn't run, they didn't expand, they didn't distort, they didn't morph. So if you want to put polymer clay inside of resin, then there's really no reason to bake it. I mean, why even bother with that step? That's that's my big discovery out of this whole thing here. Okay, so if any of you are wondering, if you do need to bake the polymer clay before putting it in the resin, the answer is no. There's been zero distortion. The colors are perfect. It didn't run. It didn't morph. The shapes held up. Everything is perfect. I mean, I had some other issues, but it has nothing to do with this. You know, this looks exactly the same as how it looked when I put it in there. So I think I'm going to skip the step of baking polymer before putting it in resin. I don't see the point in it. But you may want to bake it anyway. I don't really, but it's not necessarily. If you were wondering, it's not necessary. Okay. So this is my little experiment. I hope it helped you out, and I'll talk to you next time.